I figured Samoa Joe, Eric and I actually figured Samoa Joe was a good call, considering the role he's had since returning. This is the War Report. I will be your interim host until Ryan gets it, until Vince gets it. I'm Steve with TagMeADate.com, and I'm with Amanda, Eric, and Ryan. Vince hopefully will be joining us around 7:30. He had a little DJing gig that he had to take care of and actually make some money. So you got to do what you got to do. Kat, unfortunately, will not be able to join us this evening as well, but she will, I'm sure, be listening. But we're going to bring it to you. We got a lot to talk about. First, before we really get into it, and I got to kick off with something that I want to get off my chest. But let's go around the room real quick. Amanda, what's going on with you? How's everything with you and Wrestle Rumble and your blog and everything else? How's everything?
Everything's good. Wrestle Rumble, we're getting ready for Clash of Champions. We have some great prizes.
Ridiculously great prizes.
Ridiculous. First place, you get the Winged Championship belts plus $500. Second place, you get what do you get? I think you just get some money, but it's all about the belt. Everyone wants to win that first place prize this time.
I want it.
Yeah, I want it so bad.
I mean, the Winged Eagle, there's just so much history behind that belt alone. I know Eric's got it already, but I'm dying to get that one. I mean, these prizes, I might actually get 5 entries. I mean, I might go all in and try and take down LeBar and all the other top contenders and get myself a Winged Eagle belt. It's going to be great, and we're always happy and proud to be teamed up with Wrestle Rumble, and we got Amanda out of it too. So it was a home run on all ends because now Amanda's a part of the Tag Me a Day family and a part of the War Report, and we're so happy to have you. Eric, what's going on with you, Mr. Blog? Every time I turn around, there's another fucking blog. It's like
I've
just
been a little blog
vomiting
happy lately. I feel like sometimes I need another outlet besides this to get some wrestling stuff off my chest, and I just,
dude, you're
fucking way to express it.
I gotta tell you, your blogs have been on point, man. They're great reads.
Definitely.
You're covering some great topics, and of course the latest one that you just put up with Dusty. Now you've added some other stuff to liven it up a little bit with a GIF or two and some pictures. Yeah. It's awesome, and they're good reads. You should definitely check them out. Comment, share them. He's putting a lot of time and effort into it, and he's got a lot of good fucking knowledge, people. He's been around the wrestling business for a long time. So they're definitely good reads. Ryan, intern, nice of you to join us.
I've just been working on our year-end awards currently.
Oh, my God. We're up to the year-end awards already?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm checking this out, Ryan. It's pretty good.
Wow. Time flies.
It does fly.
We just had our 3-year. We just went by our 3-year anniversary with the War Report. So that's pretty fucking cool. We made it 3 years, and hopefully we'll do another 3 or more 1,000 years of this show. Yeah. So real quick, because we have a lot to get into, and so there's a lot of shit about Jason Jordan. And I have to tell you, after watching, especially Raw, with him versus Roman, you have to respect the hell out of this kid because he's putting on phenomenal wrestling matches, and he's hanging in with guys like Roman. That match was phenomenal. I mean, there were some spots where I was really impressed with Jason Jordan. So boo him all you want because that's kind of what they want you to do anyway. But you got to respect the hell out of him because he's really showing that he can be a contender in the main event world of WWE. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think it's more of a storyline issue than a actual wrestling issue.
Well, people are pissed about the whole daddy thing with Kurt Angle, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's entertaining, and I think eventually it's going to lead to an Angle Jason Jordan match, which would be an amazing match, and it could very well be Kurt Angle passing the torch to Jason Jordan.
I agree. I just think he needs to be a little stronger on the mic. He for some reason just sounds weaker than he is, and then you see him wrestle, and you're like, oh, all right, that's it. He's amazing. But then when he's on the mic, you're like, sound like a little baby, which I know is what they're trying to do. But
I'm with you. I agree with you 100% on that.
I don't think it's helping out.
I'm with you. I
think it'll be better once he actually turns heel.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely.
Has he not turned heel already?
Somewhat.
It's like a baby heel.
He's like right on that edge.
He's on the cusp.
Yeah.
He's like a kitten
What I
heel.
also like about this thing is that he's got those shifty eyes anyway that kind of make him, not trustworthy.
They really need to do the whole Simpsons shifty eyes where he just sits there just back and forth.
I think. Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
I'd love the lead up to a match between them to be where it's Angle versus Triple H. You know, Jordan is still pissed at Triple H for what he did to him, but then Jordan ends up turning on Kurt.
That'd be cool.
That could be interesting.
That would be a Rumble thing, though. I wouldn't want something like that at Mania.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I'd kind of be okay with a big swerve like that happening at a Mania. That could be a Mania moment.
True.
Yeah, it could be his Mania moment.
You want fans to boo him? Give him a reason, you know?
Well, right. You know, and this is something that they can seriously build on from now until WrestleMania and like really have this huge screw job happen at, you know, where all storylines are supposed to end, except that one continues, but in a different way now because,
True.
You know.
Good point.
We're also sitting here giving the creative team a lot of credit because, you know.
That is a whole lot of credit.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they do deserve it.
No, absolutely. Sometimes they do deserve it. So Raw, since we're already really talking a lot about it, the biggest takeaway I think of the night, and we really got to do something to get Amanda on board and really embrace the broken brilliance that is upon us because we officially got broken Matt Hardy. And I do agree with you, Ryan. I think it's going to be a trademark thing with Woken, but he's still going to be broken. I agree with you. I think that's a good call. But either way.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but I was just going to say, I think either way, I think the way they did it, the way they broke them in with the Bray and the back and forth, I think it was great. And it was short. So it just it gave you, you know, a reason to keep coming back because you want to see more of it. I thought it was well done. Ryan, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say with all the fighting they did to get broken, they're not going to give it to WWE. And WWE's not going to put it out there without some kind of trademark on it.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is very true. But
it was short to the point, and it was great.
Yeah.
Which is surprising coming from Bray Wyatt.
Well, true. Yeah, but he's the perfect one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the perfect person to have been the one to break him and you know, bring him back. The only thing that sucks is we don't have the Wyatt family. And we don't have Brother Nero because that was something we all wanted when they were in TNA. You know, so.
Yeah.
But I think Jeff Hardy getting hurt really forced their hand with the broken.
Yeah, it probably rushed things along.
Matt was kind of floundering by himself with no direction.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Matt's gonna kill it. I mean, he's tweeting all day now in Gimmick, and he's putting in the effort. I mean, we're gonna turn you, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna fall in love with this. It's so bad.
Yeah, I think that's maybe where I missed it. Like, I didn't watch it in TNA, so I'm with like that Russell dude. Like, I didn't watch it, so I don't know why people love him like as Broken Matt, but I guess I can see it. That laugh that he does.
The laugh. But that was
Kills
great
me.
too when they're both laughing and it's jumping back and forth. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, what other big moments on Raw? Because that was really the biggest thing. I mean, Samoa Joe, obviously. You know, him and Jason Jordan are going to have a great match.
But do you think that the whole him interfering with the Shield is setting up for a Royal Rumble Shield versus the Bar and him for both titles?
I think we're probably going to see that on a Raw.
No, I think that should be a Royal Rumble.
It should be, but I think we're going to see it on a Raw. Just crushed your dreams there.
Yeah, totally.
Like, oh, this is great. No, you're giving creative too much credit.
Well, but you know what, though? They may surprise you because you got to remember.
They could do a Smoz finish where it's just a big cluster.
I really think Matt's got a lot of control when it comes to this.
I hope.
So that's the hopes you got to live with.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hope that Matt's not going to let him bring it in and then fuck it up. You know? And I think you're in for a ride. It's entertaining. So that was a big deal. Obviously the tag titles didn't change hands, which I kind of figured they're going to save that for a pay-per-view. It's not going to happen on Raw. So I guess in that respect, it was a decent way to end the match.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Crossing storylines as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on Raw? So we have Paige and her crew, the Absolution.
I love them.
Does anyone else hate the fucking name?
Love them.
They don't like you.
But I mean, the name. The name sucks.
Yeah.
Absolution? I don't know.
Yeah.
I do like them all together. Although I got to tell you, Mandy Rose, I'm not 100% sold on yet.
I feel like they haven't let her do what she needs to do because she's one strong woman.
No, she is, and she's beautiful. But
Mm-hmm.
watching her in the ring the last few weeks, she hasn't been anything impressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she looks like she's still green. But who knows?
It helps to be in
Maybe
a
they'll
faction with that, though.
Yeah.
So she isn't
Because she can
sore
learn.
thumb sticking out there.
Absolutely. But I do like the team. Now, let me pose this question. Is Asuka the new Sting when it comes to the NWO? Like, is Asuka going to eventually say she's going to join them, but she's going to turn on them, and she's going to be the vigilante?
Ooh.
I think Asuka's more going to be the one that's going to plow through them than have to go in and break
the Goldberg. Then?
No, but that's what I mean. She's not going to ever really, like, be with them. Like, the night they announce she's going to be with them, she kicks the shit out of all three of them.
Could.
Because
I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
That seems to be their MO. They want people to come into their group. You know, they want to basically people to worship Paige. You know, and that's the difference between this and the other group, the Riot Squad, which I kind of like that name.
I don't mind the Riot Squad. That name I don't mind.
Them, on the other hand, is different because this group, Paige, is like the clear leader. And even though the clear leader is Ruby Riott on the other one, it still seems more like a trio, and they're not like worshiping her, whereas that's what they're doing with Paige.
Yeah.
That's true.
Equal partners instead of a leader.
Yeah.
And of course, Vince brought this up. Ultimately, if these two groups were somehow connected, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. Paige was leading both. Somehow.
Maybe it'll all come together at the Women's Royal Rumble.
I'd be happy if they did it.
If I have a feeling if they really do go through with the Women's Royal Rumble, at one point you're going to have all the NXT girls versus the locker room in like a standoff or something, because people will just lose their shit.
Be kind of cool for them to introduce Asuka into that situation.
Well, Asuka would win.
Which side does she choose?
Whose side does Asuka choose, or she would choose NXT?
She would choose her own side.
Or that. Asuka chooses Asuka.
Chooses her own side. I like that.
She doesn't need a side. She's just the best.
Nobody's ready for Asuka.
No one.
She just Goldberg's a few people out.
Yep.
Do you think they'll go with 30 women, or
No.
would they put it down to like 20?
I think 20.
I think they're going to aim for 30, just for numbers' sake.
I mean, they definitely they can do 30 without a problem. I mean, if you think about it, even the girls that aren't there, people that were a part of the Mae Young Classic could be a surprise. Like Santana Garrett could show up, or whatever. And that's a possibility.
Yeah, or bring in older women wrestlers that used to be there as a surprise entrance or something.
Like Lita or Trish. Oh.
You had to know Trish was coming. I do love Trish, though.
Who doesn't?
That is true. So I guess that's pretty much Raw. What about SmackDown? Go ahead.
I just wanted to really quickly touch upon the Nia Jax Enzo Amore thing.
That was funny.
Hysterical.
I was reading online too that a lot of comments were that they didn't know if Nia was flirting or ready to pounce and kick his ass.
I know, right?
A little bit of both.
They're one.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Yeah.
It was a little weird.
But entertaining nonetheless.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Have her be like the dominatrix and have her just beat around Enzo.
I love the crowd too. And anytime there's any kind of face-off between any two people, the crowd goes, oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It was a good moment. Enzo had some good reactions.
It could lead up to the way Eddie and China were, that kind of thing.
I was going to think for
Santino and Beth Phoenix.
They were great.
Glamarella,
That cruiserweight match was pretty awesome last night, actually.
That was a great match. If they're trying to get people to watch their show, that was the way to do it.
Definitely.
That was very well done.
And I love Drew Gulak.
Do you really?
Love him. I need to see his PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoints.
More PowerPoints.
With animated GIFs and videos.
Okay.
That's funny. So why don't we move over to SmackDown from last week? Does anyone remember SmackDown?
That's the thing. 6 days is a long time, or 7 days is a long time.
I know.
There's a lot of rumors that Daniel Bryan's going to be getting back in the ring. Does anyone think this is actually going to happen?
I think it's going to happen regardless. It just varies where it's going to happen.
Yeah. If the WWE clears him.
If WWE says no, he's going to leave and he's going to go in the Indies.
I think it would make sense for WWE to allow it and just be able to control the situation and at least go, hey, he was going to do it. We gave him the best working situation.
I agree with that, because so then he doesn't end up like another Dynamite Kid.
But you can only control it so far. Mistakes and accidents happen. That's the risk you take, and that's the problem. WWE doesn't want to see him paralyzed. So that's, you can control it.
They don't have to tone down his moveset drastically.
Of course, but I mean, even something as simple as, you take a back body drop wrong.
Yeah.
Or a body slam. I mean, you take it the wrong way and that could be it. So,
I mean, Yeah, he's got concussions. Like he's had several.
Suppose when he was on Edge and Christian, he was doing some brain treatment that was supposedly erasing the damage.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, a couple. I can check on when he was on there.
I didn't even know that shit existed.
Yeah.
Supposedly, his brain was looking pretty good, like it was improving as he was taking the treatments. And he was on. Let's see here. August 18th.
I just feel like an accident would happen quicker for him if it was in like Ring of Honor or New Japan or.
That's what I was getting at. Is if he was in Ring of Honor, New Japan, he'd be more likely to do something crazier than in WWE.
It's a touchy situation all around. You know.
Oh, wrong shirt. Shit.
So,
my God. I'm a Hanukkah guy that I posted earlier.
Yeah, I just saw.
That's an actual shirt on the WWE shop?
Yes, it is.
WWE shop.
Oh my God.
I just saw that.
Way too much money at this stupid WWE shop.
All haters
now,
just released, or some would say escaped.
and now they're suckering me back in. Damn it.
Hanukkah guy
They're closing in on the Jew market, you know?
Oh, man.
What
did happen on SmackDown?
We got the rematch, didn't we?
There was no Shinsuke Nakamura. I know that.
That was no. That's for the pay-per-view, correct? We got the Clash of Champions pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah. Oh, so there's Jinder Mahal and AJ Styles. Oh, and Jinder Mahal turned on. Well, didn't really turn on, but he did his little weird move. Yeah.
For the matches, we got Usos versus the New Day versus Gable and Benjamin for the tag belts.
I kind of like that.
That'll be good. I like that.
It should be good.
What don't you like about that, Eric?
No, I said I kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said you didn't like that. I'm like,
that's what I thought I heard too.
It's gonna be good. It's always been good.
Yeah.
Natalya versus Charlotte for the women's championship.
Well, Charlotte's keeping that.
Yeah.
Does Carmella cash in?
Oh.
Who knows? I thought she was going to cash in like numerous times.
But does she hold? Would she hold it till Mania though?
Carmella?
I don't think there's any need for her to hold it till Mania.
I don't think there's a need, but I was just.
I mean, it's always a possibility, but I hope they don't drag it out till Mania.
I think Flair should be holding it at Mania.
What if they do a cash-in during the Royal Rumble? What? Could they do that? Is that a thing? Would that be allowed?
I mean, there's no rule. You can cash in at any time. That's the rule.
That would be a first. See, that's the thing. I feel like they're running out of ways to use the money in the bank. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I'll have to ask, why would Charlotte be in the Rumble?
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it.
Oh.
Like, what would
true.
Carrot
That's true.
Granted, she could grab both belts. That would be something.
Well, that's just stupid.
Oh, Steve, I wanted to, because I know you watch Total Divas. I wanted to touch upon Lana and her.
I am behind on Total Divas, Eric.
Oh, okay.
I am 1 week behind. I apologize.
Okay, all right. We'll go back to that next week then.
Yes, we'll bring it up next week. Because I think in the previews, I think I have an idea of where you're about to go. But let me see it first, and then we'll.
I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait until.
And for all you that are laughing, it's fucking great. I love it.
It really is.
We got a tease for next week.
That's right.
What about this whole Kevin Owens situation with his wife getting the whole him cheating on her and like her Instagram was hacked.
Last night saying
you need to elaborate on this because this is something I have not heard. So what exactly are you talking about?
So I know a while ago her social media was hacked, and then apparently it got hacked again, and like things coming out that it kept on her. So she ended up he deleted his Instagram.
Delete.
And then she posted a picture saying how people will always come after you and blah 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 blah, and then none of it is true. And then he sent out a tweet about it.
Yeah, social media is an absolute cesspool. The way people try and ruin people's lives for no apparent reason.
Crazy.
So in the end, though, it's bullshit.
Insane.
All right, well, that's
never
good.
do it to his family.
No. But it's just nuts that people would go, like...
It is bullshit. You know, people got nothing better to do than fuck with somebody else's life. I mean, it's just, you know, it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never understand that stupidity.
I mean, maybe it's coming more to light now because of the whole sex scandals going on in Hollywood. So this person's probably thinking
fresh meat
down. Yeah.
People want to feel like they're on the cutting edge of getting someone for something. So
they get their 5 seconds of fame on the internet.
Yeah.
Not even their 5 seconds, though. That's the worst part about it.
I know.
You drag someone else down for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Other than you're an awful person.
Are there any more matches announced for Clash of Champions, or are those?
There is one more, actually. We got Corbin versus Roode versus Ziggler for the U.S.
Oh yeah, Bobby Roode's winning the U.S. title.
Be nice.
I also think Ziggler's in there to protect Corbin so he doesn't take the pinfall.
Yeah.
It's a shame Ziggler's kind of where he is.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Ziggler, I can't see Ziggler staying when his contract is up. He would do so well. He would do so well in the Indies.
Yes.
People will pay for him in the Indies. He'll be a main event guy in the Indies like Cody, and he'll do really well.
Yeah. And he'll have lines at signings and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and plus he does stand-up comedy, and apparently he does really well. So
he was on Edge and Christian last Friday, talking that he's deciding if he's going to stay or go.
I kind of feel like it'd be stupid for him to stay.
Yeah.
At least go away for a little bit so he can come back and new coat of paint. Maybe find a new facet to his character.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what happened. I mean, you know, they labeled him injury prone, which I guess really derailed everything. But I would think they would have given him another chance.
They just expect him to be good with everybody, and he doesn't need a title, so they never really do anything with him.
Yeah, but dude, the way the people popped when he cashed in and won the title, I mean, that was like The Rock winning the belt for the first time. Like that's how loud the place got. So,
I remember it.
I don't understand how you go from that to we're gonna have him lose every week, but he sells the shit out of it and he makes it look good.
Yeah, I mean look at the Survivor Series when he was the last man standing after the Sting thing happened, and that's would have been a good time to push Ziggler as something.
Yeah,
but what did they do with it though? They
did nothing.
Andre the Battle Royale champion thing. Nothing really happened other than, and the whole moment became about Sting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think we covered most of the topics. That we wanted to cover. So there's only really one thing left to do, and let's go over our questions that were sent in. And we do thank everyone for sending in your questions every week. it does bring something special, I think, to the show. Gives us something to really go at and talk about, and it gives you an opportunity for a free entry into Wrestle Rumble right in time for Clash of Champions. You know, we picked the best question for the whole month, and you get a free entry. So keep sending them in. We appreciate it, and it's a lot of fun. And the questions this week are fantastic.
Questions are good.
Yeah, really solid questions. So we appreciate it. The first one, I'm trying to find it here. So the first one, I'm going to go in backwards order from when we received them, but we have Russell from Glens Falls, New York, who's never watched TNA, so wants to know what is this Woken shit. That's
I feel you, Russell.
So Russell, I'll say this, and Amanda, this goes for you too. I think you need to go on YouTube and just watch some of the videos and some of the matches from TNA with Broken Matt Hardy. But try and find it from the beginning. He had a feud with EC3, and it was one of the final matches with EC3 that he eventually broke and then became Broken Matt Hardy. It is so stupid that it is hilarious. And Matt has worked so hard, and Jeff worked hard. It is entertaining as fuck, and it's hilarious. So give it a chance. Check it out. But he basically, this is just the other side of Matt Hardy. I don't know how else you would explain it. But unless you guys disagree.
I have one good interview I'm going to suggest. He did a full Talk is Jericho in character.
Really?
And fleshed out, for an hour and a half, fleshed out the Broken Matt Hardy.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Does he have different entrance music?
Well, when he was in TNA, Rebby played classical music on the piano, and that was his music. So they should change his music, because as much as I love the Hardys' music, it doesn't go with the broken version of Matt.
Yeah.
And we all know it won't be Jim Johnston that is producing the music.
That's a shame, man.
That is a shame.
What would be a good theme for him?
I think something similar to what he had in TNA, something classical, and
actually do the whole obsolete. That's technically part of the gimmick.
Oh, like him and Jeff singing it?
Just even the piano would.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad.
There was one of these deletion matches or whatever where the theme, like it evolved from like one of Matt Hardy's like version 1 entrance theme to the Broken.
What if they do the whole Hardy Boys intro and it fades into the like piano?
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
So you can pop from the Hardy's theme and still get the different.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is the WWE crowd's already trained to chant along with the song. So they don't need Matt or Jeff to do obsolete or anything.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I definitely urge you, go watch some of the footage, man. There's no other way to explain it. But you're in for a treat, because the Hardys worked very hard to win the rights to even be able to use something they created. And that's a whole nother story I'm not going to get into. But trust me, I think you'll love it. I sure as hell do. We had another question. Tony from Port St. Lucie. Who is the next indie wrestler Triple H needs to sign?
Oh,
that is an amazing question.
That is. Now, the first name that pops to my head is Kenny Omega.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But do you think he would sign? Would he leave?
I think there's always enough money.
I think that this match with Jericho could be WWE paying very close attention.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for Jericho to step out like that without some kind of.
Vince had some knowledge and okay with it for sure.
Yeah.
Even out of respect, I would imagine Jericho would have come to him, even if he wasn't contractually obligated to.
Because he's a stand-up guy, Jericho.
Well, right. But yeah, I would say Omega. Does anyone have somebody else in mind?
I mean, if this was months ago, I would have said Dijak, but he made it.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch made it. Yes, he did.
I'd kill to see the Young Bucks.
That's a good one. The problem with the Young Bucks is, as far as I know, they've been offered contracts and they've actually turned them down.
I find that strange. Because I would feel like in wrestling, the end goal is to work for the WWE. It's like becoming a football player, not wanting to play in the Super Bowl.
You know what though? But the indie business changed the game. And I don't mean to categorize Ring of Honor as an indie promotion, because to me they're not an indie promotion. But these guys that are with Ring of Honor are allowed to perform at these indie shows, and guys, like that make a lot of money to go to these shows. They can actually sometimes make more money with less of a grueling schedule. I mean, yes, I agree. Your end game should always be to go to WWE. But what if WWE is offering them deals to go to NXT and they feel we're better than NXT? So we don't really know behind, but the Young Bucks, from what I understand, keep turning down offers.
Interesting.
Well, I don't blame them. Why would you go to somewhere where you can't control your schedule?
Well, because at the end of the day, it is WWE. I mean, this is.
I think it means less now than it has ever, other than WCW times.
I don't know that I agree with that. I feel like the guy. I don't know.
I agree with you. It is WWE, but there's more of a sentiment that you can still make it out there and make the money.
I mean, well, that's why Okada doesn't want to leave New Japan, because because of that kind of thing.
It's interesting. It's a bit more complicated than it used to be.
But I can see Omega. I can see Omega as a good answer for that. Because I really can't think of anybody right now.
I mean, that was definitely the first. I mean, I would say the next name in my head would be Warbeard Hansen.
I was going to say Warbeard. Yeah.
I think Dalton Castle should get a shot.
Yeah.
Talk about somebody that is committed to his gimmick, who's a good worker and great on the mic and a great guy. Dalton Castle for sure. These are guys I would definitely. Flip Gordon, who's in Ring of Honor and also just won the Northeast Wrestling Heavyweight Championship from Cody Rhodes the other day. He's phenomenal. These are all guys that will get their opportunity for sure. There's no doubt in my mind that they're not going to NXT at some point. It's just a matter of when. Timing's everything. So there's a lot of good guys out there right now, which only makes you very hopeful for WWE in the future, because there's no shortage right now. Wrecking Ball Legursky's another one. Guy's a fucking beast, an absolute beast.
Who?
Check out Wrecking Ball Legursky. Google him. I'm telling you, he's a fucking animal. He's humongous. And he's young. So, there's just a lot of great talent out there. So another question we had from Colin. What does everyone think of, instead of having the IC and the US title matches at the Royal Rumble, that during the Rumble they have a bounty placed on the title holders? Anyone who eliminates either the IC or US champ during the Rumble gets a title shot at the champ they eliminate. That's Colin in Tampa. Great show. Enjoy the random tangents you all go Well, thank you, Con. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening and contributing to the show. Keep sending in the questions because this is a fucking great question. And I gotta say, I like his fucking idea. That's totally different. And I'm always the guy that says pay-per-views, that's bullshit. Pay-per-views, titles should be defended at pay-per-views. But Colin's onto something. That's pretty fucking neat. You know, you eliminate him, you know, or imagine two guys eliminate him, so now it becomes a triple threat. There's so many things you can do with it. I think the bounty idea is a solid fucking idea. Amanda, what do you think?
I love the idea. It's so different.
It would be cool for like a heel champ to be backed in a corner, eliminate himself. If you want to build it up another way, have him be like, "You're not getting my shot. I'm taking myself out."
What about this?
I would see Baron Corbin doing that.
Yeah. Well, what about this? What about somebody happens to eliminate both title holders at the same time? And it becomes a triple threat. That way he could pin whoever to win either belt.
And then go to that.
And then go to whatever. Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah,
there's
then
a lot of possibilities.
Like cross-brand, like what if a SmackDown player eliminates the Intercontinental Champion, and they get to face the IC Champion and potentially move to Raw? There are so many possibilities.
It's a great way of shaking stuff up.
And it's just something different. You know,
that's outside the box thinking.
Yeah, I mean that's a fucking you know what? Like right now, Colin, you are number one contender for that Wrestle Rumble pick. I'll tell you that right now. That's a solid fucking question because it really does open up to so many possibilities.
So many.
But the sad part is we have to hope that creative can come up with this.
We hope you're listening.
They'll be like, we just came up with this brand new idea. You won't believe what we're doing for the Rumble this year.
Where did we hear this first?
Vince is saying that I totally came up with this myself. Patterson, get in here.
Oh man. Well, those are the questions that we got. So thank you again for sending them in. The questions just keep getting better and better. So we appreciate it.
Wait, there's one more. You missed one.
Did I?
Yeah, Jessica.
Good.
Jessica from Nevada.
Word.
All the way from Nevada.
Nevada.
Best heel of all time.
Oh.
Best heel of all time.
Flair would be a good option, but he's too light.
I gotta go. Can we separate it into eras?
It's our show. We can do whatever the hell we want.
That's a true fucking story. That's why you're our intern. So that was a good answer. You know what? Because I gotta go. NWO Hogan.
That is a good.
Was like the greatest fucking heel ever. But then, if you go to later years, to me, Randy Orton was one of the greatest heels for me. Undertaker's another one. I mean, he was great no matter which way. God, there's so fucking many. That's such a hard question to answer.
Early years.
Stone Cold was better as just a badass, you know, where like
I know you don't even know if he was
the heel Austin, you know, with the Jimmy Jack corn and all that shit. It didn't do anything for me. You know, when he was against the man and kicking Vince's ass. I mean, that's when Austin was the shit.
Yeah. Who else would be a best heel?
I almost feel like you'd have to separate eras because it's hard to compare. Like $1 Million Man.
Great heel.
Was a great one, but
Mr.
Perfect. You go forward, and now he's just, you know, people have so much respect for him.
Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Piper's a good one.
Another one. He's
Classy Freddie Blassie. You want to go old school?
Yeah.
The Rock.
I mean, if we're gonna go managers too, we can Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yep.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman really was he much of a heel, really?
Oh yeah.
He's been tied with Brock mainly.
No, but even like when he
with
Brock
Big Show.
Right, yeah. I feel like Paul's mostly been a heel. The crowd just loves him because he's Heyman and he's just so fucking good on the microphone.
He can just turn it on and off too, which is great. Because like I'll never forget, he goes knock knock. The crowd goes, "Who's there?" He goes, "Mike." They go, "Mike who?" He goes, "My client, Brock Lesnar."
How he was able to tie, like that year, he tied everything back to the streak to get heat.
Definitely current best heel would have to be Kevin Owens.
Corbin's getting some good heat.
But he's just not strong enough on the mic.
Yeah. I'm just talking just heat in general. He's Miz.
Jinder Mahal.
I gotta say, for me, the best heel right now, shit. Right now, I would go with Samoa Joe.
The Miz.
Oh well, yeah, the Miz too. Miz is
Alexa
so
Bliss. You got to give her some credit. She's doing a great job as a heel.
Yes, I agree. She's doing a great job. That's very true. That's very true.
That biscuit butt sure can be a real bitch.
No, she's solid. There's just so many. You're right. You have to categorize them because there's no way to just name one of all time. You know, because it's just been going on for so long. And hopefully it'll continue to go and go and go. Another great question that was sent in. Really get you thinking.
Yeah.
So what's any news on tonight? What's do we know what the main event is? Have they announced it already for tonight on SmackDown?
1 second to check that out. Tonight on SmackDown, the big preview is, will Sami Zayn face consequences for interfering?
Oh, right, because he was banned from ringside at the match, and then he came out and attacked the
He was right by technicality. He wasn't at ringside.
That's true.
Bobby Roode's facing Corbin.
Glorious.
Flair's taking on Tamina.
Who?
Flair.
Tamina.
Bludgeon Brothers are going to be in action, and the Powers of Positivity on Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day, by the way.
Yes, happy Rusev Day. Wait, can we go back to the Bludgeon Brothers for a second? I thought they were scrapping that before it even got started, and here we are. It's like third week, and they're fucking killing people.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're back on TV.
I am too. Oh, and by the way, did you guys hear the rumor that, or it wasn't really a rumor, that Harper was sent home for the latest tour? Did you guys hear about that?
No. I don't know
why. I never heard the reason.
He got sent home, so everybody on social media was in a panic, like, oh, what the fuck happened, and this and that. He had a kid.
Oh, wow.
That's right. That's right.
So they flew him home. So he didn't do anything wrong. Internet. He's still around. But, well, clearly, because they're wrestling tonight.
That's exciting for him.
Yeah. I think he had a girl.
Good for him.
Anything else big for tonight?
The pay-per-view is in
2 weeks?
Yep. It's coming up pretty quickly.
I feel like it's the longest stretch between pay-per-views.
There's only supposedly, let me double check.
Then the next one's Rumble.
Yeah. I think there's only one pay-per-view a month up till, I believe it is about May.
Wow.
Guys, we're almost at the Royal Rumble. We're almost at the road to WrestleMania again.
Very close to it.
How did
What
this
the
happen?
fuck? Right?
I don't get it.
Know where November went.
We just watched WrestleMania. Like, I swear, like just the other day.
Yeah.
I just watched the clip of the Hardys coming back.
That was awesome.
That is the best moment ever.
Dude, even the
My
New
favorite
Day,
Mania
like,
moment.
even the New Day's reaction to it was so fucking great.
I remember I legitimately jumped on my couch.
If you watch the behind the scenes, there was something about it on the network. You see them actually with hoods on, and they get rushed in through the back. Nobody knew except executive management that it was them. So, like, the New Day's reaction was legit. They had no idea.
Now I need to watch it again and really pay attention to the reaction.
Yeah, nobody knew except, you know, the higher-ups.
Wow.
And the announce team, I don't think, knew either.
It is extremely hard these days to hide something like that.
Well, apparently, like, they kept them in a trailer away from everybody, and then right before they were supposed to go out, they ushered them in, and they literally ran right to the gorilla position.
That's what they did with the Dudleys, too, when they came back.
See, I missed the lack of the surprise.
Yeah, I've been saying that for the longest.
Social media has taken that away.
Yeah, the element of surprise is completely gone.
Okay, who do you think would be a nice surprise for the Rumble this year, this coming?
Well, I can tell you who it won't be. Unfortunately, it will not be RVD. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just passed that along to the group. That's crazy.
RVD will not be medically cleared to ever compete again in the WWE, which really sucks. But who would be a good surprise?
Daniel Bryan.
That would be huge.
Nice, safe match.
What
if you get like a Rock or something?
No, the Rock's too famous.
Yeah, but the Rumble's one of the big four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could come in and just get a pop, eliminate one or two people, get eliminated, and go back to Hollywood.
It's in Philly. I feel like if it was somewhere on the West Coast, maybe.
Dreamer? You get a good pop in Philly. It's kind of hard right now. A lot of the people who've gone have retired.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. See, I think it's too early to start predicting, like, surprises.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard enough predicting a winner.
Right. I mean, it would be easy to say, like, Kevin Nash may show up. You know, guys like that, but, you know.
Will there be a Kofi Kingston trying to escape elimination routine?
That's getting harder every year for him.
Yeah.
I think he'll start recycling the old ideas.
He might have to.
I mean, it's been, what, 10 plus years? Most people probably haven't seen some of the older ones or forgot about them.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, listen, even if he does something again, it's still incredible.
It's insane.
You know, most of us would never be able to do anything that he does. So. Oh, and Big Heck, Barrio Rikers will be in a tag match in a couple weeks. And one of his opponents is none other than Hall of Famer Tito Santana.
Wow.
How about that? Big Heck Barrio Rikers will be wrestling in a match with Tito Santana.
That's God damn, that's amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's doing big things. So, very exciting. All right. Well, we're getting to the top of the hour. We got Smackdown starting in about 6 minutes or so. Any last words? Any comments? Any plugs? Amanda, anything you got?
No, just next thing up is Clash of Champions Wrestle Rumble. Start thinking out who's going to win so you can win that winged belt, which pretty much all of us are going to be in competition for. So that'll be fun.
You're all going down.
I'm probably going to have to do the 5 picks this time too. I really want that belt.
Hell yeah, I want that.
I really want that as well. I want the Attitude Era wing belt. The one that Austin was famous for wearing.
I'll take them both.
I really want the teal one. Or the aqua, whatever color.
What's special about the one I have is that it has the actual WWF logo on it.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
One-upping everybody.
So
yeah, you don't get to
go ahead.
You don't get to play for Clash of Champions because you already have the belt.
Yeah, no, it's pointless for me to play.
Eric, you got anything left you want to say? Anything to plug?
No, I think that's pretty much it. It was a good show.
What about your blog?
I am E-Rock Wrestling, E-Rock Wrestling at blogspot.com. One of my proudest blogs is actually of talking about our Tag Me Day crew, which has over 200 views now. And I now recently just put the link up for tagmeaday.com, which you can find. And you can talk about the War Report as well and send us questions through my way as well.
Awesome.
Very cool. Ryan, you got anything?
Just currently working on the year-end award, so that should be done probably within the next day or two.
Very cool.
I got the stars picked out. It's just matches, pay-per-views, all the minor things that are a little bit harder to fill out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very cool. All right. And takemeday.com, completely free. So check it out. Find somebody to share your passion for wrestling. We have apps on the way. Android is almost done, and then we will be getting the Apple one together. And soon enough, we will be completely mobile. So we're very excited. We're growing rapidly. The impressions are going through the roof. We're working on some advertising. So come check us out. It's completely free. You have no reason not to. If you were on it years ago and you didn't have a good experience, come back on, check it out. It's completely new. TakeMeDate.com. And the War Report live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. We thank you for tuning in. Keep sending in those questions. Use the hashtag on Twitter, Ask the War Report, or send an email, askthewarreport@gmail.com. It always helps, and we love the questions because they're all coming in and they're all great. And you get a free entry in Wrestle Rumble if you're picked for having the best one. And right now we have a #1 contender. So come
definitely.
So come back next week. Check us out. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you next week.